You can't keep getting away with this!
Netflix animation is hopeless. And I am saying that as someone who likes Netflix animation just as much as the next guy. I truly do believe that Netflix has given us some great animated shows and movies.
This right here is my favorite thing ever. In the history of forever.
There are countless creators out there who managed to get their start at Netflix, and I think that's great. But still, despite all of this good stuff to come out of Netflix animation, I do still feel that it is pretty hopeless. And really, I feel comfortable saying this because of, a myriad of different reasons, to be honest. And chief among them has to be the fact that I really truly believe that today Netflix doesn't value animation. Today, when you look at the sorts of movies and TV shows being put out by Netflix, I'm afraid you'll see that not very many of them are animated. In this era of streaming today, it seems as if Netflix has thrown all of its confidence behind live-action shows and movies, with its animation department being downsized and it putting out fewer projects every year. Today, it seems as if streaming services like Netflix want to put as much content on their platform as possible. And doing that is kinda complicated when it comes to animation, because of course, making any animated project takes a lot of time. So despite animated shows and movies actually being some of Netflix's most successful projects, they often end up being some of the projects that have the least amount of confidence behind them when it comes to just the streaming service as a whole.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Which really, when you think about Netflix and its whole business model, does end up making a lot of sense. Because of course, Netflix isn't actually interested in a lot of these projects that it puts together and a lot of the projects that it puts on its platform. These companies aren't interested in art, animation, or really even film or anything like that.
Hello, I like money.
Instead, companies like Netflix, Disney Plus, and so many others are just interested in keeping people using their platform. Netflix and so many other companies out there are focused solely on the viewer retention. These companies don't see movies and TV shows as chances to explore art and really tell great stories. Instead, they strictly prioritize the value of these projects, measured in a way that will actually keep their viewers coming back to their service. Because of course, if you couldn't find your favorite TV show or your favorite movie on Netflix or Disney Plus, why would you have the service? And these companies, they know this, they understand this, and it's part of the reason why so many other streaming services just are failing to keep their viewers engaged with their services. And this, of course, isn't to say that Netflix and so many other companies don't want animated projects on their platforms, because of course they do. They want to put more animated projects on their platforms, but again, the problem with that is just the fact that these animated projects take so much time and money to develop. And really, I think that the best example of this can be seen with horror films. Horror films are something that are always open to experimentation and something that are always guaranteed to, whether or not they do badly or not, be somewhat successful. Because of course, horror films can and have been made on low budgets. The recent Backrooms movie, for example, was made on a budget of only $10 million, which, when you put into contrast with some other budgets for animated films, you will see is drastically different. Hoppers, for example, Pixar's film released in April this year, had a budget 15 times that, with the movie costing somewhere between $150 million to develop. Which, yes, is a massive difference in terms of budget for these two films. And yes, of course, Hoppers is trying to do something much different than the Backrooms, but still, even smaller animated films like Arco require at least $7 to $10 million to develop. And yes, that is without even factoring in the movie's marketing budget, which itself could cost somewhere between $2 and $5 million.
I'm giving none of this to charity.
And really, the whole argument I'm trying to make here is just that developing any sort of animated project does take a lot of time and a lot of money, which for streaming services like Netflix doesn't jive well with their business model. Because of course, if everything they make costs that much in terms of budget and time, then they're not going to be able to make so many projects to put on their platform. And this has to be the biggest reason why I think Netflix's animation is so hopeless. And although why I do think this is the biggest reason why I think Netflix is so hopeless when it comes to animation, there is of course still one other reason why Netflix is in such a rot when it comes to animation. And yeah, I think a lot of people are going to know what exactly this is, because yes, Netflix does not give any animated series or film a real chance.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Today, it really feels as if every other month or week, Netflix puts out some news saying that so-and-so show or so-and-so movie series is cancelled, which then results in fans being devastated that their favourite TV show or movie series has been cancelled. Plotlines are left unended, characters are left abandoned, and fans are left wanting to strangle the nearest Netflix executive that they can find. Which is to say that fans of these shows and films, and sometimes even the creators of these shows and films, are left feeling a tad bit upset by Netflix's decision. Even sometimes when it feels as if a show or a film has been quite successful with quite a lot of people talking about it online, Netflix has still somehow made the decision to cancel it. And again, I feel as if Netflix's whole business model is the problem. Because of course, Netflix is prioritizing viewer retention and just how much something can keep people coming back to their platform. Which in a day and age as difficult as our own, I think is quite the ask. Especially considering the constant cost of living crises and the just general crises that our world sees today. And really, the whole point that I'm trying to make here is that Netflix's own business model keeps the company from being able to see the total value of any series or show. Series that start off with smaller audiences and fandoms like Rick and Morty, but then eventually grow to become some of the most talked about and popular shows on the planet, I think would really struggle to find their footing on Netflix today. And this is the other biggest reason why I think that Netflix is so hopeless when it comes to animation. Netflix, as a company, has everything that it needs to be successful in terms of animation, and it has been so before. But really, with the sorts of mistakes that it feels as if the company is constantly making today, I think just prevents the company from being as successful as it could be. Maybe in the future, if Netflix was to maybe perhaps revise its business model just a little bit and actually account for other aspects of our world today, perhaps then the company could again be as successful as it once was in terms of animation. But still, until that actually happens, I don't think that Netflix is going to see the same sort of success that it once saw for quite a long time. Thank you all for watching, everybody. Please, if you've had a favourite movie or TV show that's been cancelled by Netflix, let me know in the comments section. Otherwise, please don't forget to do all the other usual YouTube stuff, like, subscribe and comment. Anyway, thank you all again for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.